Hello and welcome to the sort of stage 2 recap and the stage 3 prediction. First off, we've a little right off the bat. So if you remember correctly, I had Spirit going 3-0 and then I picked Legacy, who did finish 3-2. But Foot, as you can see, beat G2 to go 3-0. And I had Foot going in the 3-1 2-1 bracket. 3-1 3-2. It's I don't know why I keep doing that. That's what I had, and then I didn't pick Game Raging Advance. I didn't think they'd go 0 and 3. But in general, I got Spirit right. I got FlyQuest right. G2 was correct because I didn't have them going 3-0. BetBoom I had advancing. I had 9Z advancing, and then I had Bait, which was good, so I got 6. That's very good. It's most I've ever gotten, I think, is 6. And then I didn't have MMBR, MAD, or Shawstring. Shaws was not playing very well towards the end of the spring summer season. Payne I did have advancing. I thought they would do better, but they started out 0-2. That's not good. I would have at least expected them to win one game out of the first two, but that did not happen. And MIBR was just it's an okay roster. They're not the best team. They were good enough to get out of stage one. Tyloo, like their game against, I guess it was Legacy. They had two players who I think it was Muzia and Mercury. Maybe it wasn't Muzia, it was Mercury and someone else. They just could not get anything done impact wise. They were a very very weak team. And then Big, I don't believe I picked them just because their T sheds have been so bad. Their T sides have been so bad when they're playing, and unless they can turn them at CT side and have a really big lead of like maybe an 8-4, or like a 9-3 or a 10-2, they were not going to win the game. They're atrocious on offense. But let's see. Recap it. Legacy, they did go. They started out. What was it? Legacy started out. Yeah, so they were 1-1, and then they lost to Monty. And so they sort of had to really battle back. I thought because they had won the China Championship, they would have done 3-0, and I forget what would have. Yeah, it would have been. So they would have played G2. They would have beaten G2. I think that's what my thought process was. But that's stage two. We'll keep it simple. Now on to stage three. And I wanted Bait to win because if Big had won, that would have been Vitality Spirit. That would have been a nightmare to call. But I think because Vitality's here, they're going to beat Foot. It could be a 2-0, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 2-1 victory. I think Spirit beats Navi. Emma is a weak piece on that roster. I know Alexi is not when it comes to getting the impact, he's not there, but he's the in-game leader. And you need Makazi shows up, Bit shows up, Wonderful shows up. Emma is the weak piece on this roster, and I think Spirit just has the better pieces. Um, Donk is played at a level that at least at a major, it's very good. It's the best that he's looked. I mean, I get that he played losers, not the best teams in stage two, but to just donk on them to destroy them is crazy. Falcons G2, I think G2 wins it just because Hunter will be able to bring the impact that Kerrigan probably won't unless Kerrigan has just been just practicing like crazy, getting his form up. If he can post like a 1.0 rating in the group stage, that's a miracle. That's pretty good. And then Mongols, I think this Bepum's been okay, but I think the Mongols are the better team in general. 9Z, I think Paravision's gonna beat 9Z. Paravision's form, they peaked at the beginning. Literally, they peaked at Mountie, and it's been a slow, gradual descent with a few ups, but lots of downs for Paravision the past 1 or 2 months. So I think 9Z's gonna put off the upset. And I think Aurora versus Monty. This is tough because I'd say these teams are equally skilled. But because Monty did take them all, I'm going to say Aurora wins it. I think they're going to do something. And then Furia, I think, will be bait. And then I think you want to say this is a dead team, but you don't know anymore because they got top four at China. I forget who they beat in the quarters. They beat that Magic team in the third place pretty decidedly. I think. Hmm. Who do I pick? This is tough. I'm gonna pick Legacy. I think they're gonna bounce back. And then I think Vitality beats Legacy. You want them. What if I picked Mouse? It'd be 9Z. You know what? It is difficult. If Mouse shows up, they win. You know what? No, I'm gonna pick Legacy. I don't think Brawlin's gonna be the best. That team is weird. If JL was there, it would have been easy to pick Mouse, but he's not there. So I think, yeah, Vitality beats Legacy. Mongols. Oof. Let's do. Oh, jeez, this bracket's. God, this is difficult. This sucks. Damn. Let's go here. Let's go here. I think Foot. Let's go to the lower bracket. Bait versus Paravision. I think Paravision will beat Beppoom. I think they'll beat them. Falcons will smash Monty. Navi will beat Bait. And now this. I think G2 beats Aurora, and then I think it's going to be. Remember, these are all best of threes. So I think it's. Yeah, because Maldoy he's looked better, but he'd been streaky for most of the season. I think Spirit wins. And now we've got. I think I got to pick Mongols 9Z. It's just. Oof. It's difficult because I'd say these are also maybe evenly matched teams. If Senzu was here, it'd be easy to pick Mongols, but he's not here. I've not seen the Mongols play very much, I feel like, recently. I think, oof, what happens if I go here? Does it change who they play? It doesn't really matter. We'll say the Mongols, and then I think, yeah, well, so we'll get Vitality Spirit 3-0. 9Z versus Legacy. I think, oof. Navi beats Paravision. We'll just skip that one for now because it's difficult to say who picks. Falcons beats Foot, and then I think Fury beats Aurora, and then I think I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Bait. I'm gonna pick Bait. I think they're stronger, and then I think I don't want Mouse to go 0-3. I don't think they will, but you know what? I'm gonna pick Mouse 0-3. I'm gonna pick Monty to win it. I think, yeah, because they're playing with a stand-in, and Brolin hasn't played with them for like 2 events. And I get that he's still part of the team, but in general, yeah, it's on. And now this piece of crap. Legacy has looked really good. They've looked a lot better as sort of maybe as stage twos went on, but it's this is a toss up. I think Navi beats Mongols. Falcons Fury is tough. I think Fury's gonna win just because they've had a lot more time together with Fallen. I think the structure will be there to be a lot better. Aurora versus Paravision. Foot. I think Foot beats Monty. I want to say 9Z beats Bait. I don't have them advancing to the playoffs. This is pretty much who's going to playoffs at this point. Um, I think Legacy will beat G2, and now it's a matter of Aurora Paravision. Oof. Jeez, who do you pick? Who do you pick? Aurora Paravision. Aurora. This is dead even because they've got like 3 mid players on here. I think Aurora's gonna win it. I think Aurora just in general will be better. It's they might choke it away, but and then I think Falcons beats Aurora. Mongols versus I think I want this is gonna hurt Asia because they won't get a legend stage, but I think Foot will get to playoffs and I think G2 beats 9Z. This is it at the moment. I've got Vitality Spirit 3-0, Bet Boom Mouse 0-3, Legacy Navi Furia G2, Foot, and Falcons. This is a toss-up. This could be anyone. This simply could, G2 could win it, and everything's in a flux. But I think Falcons still goes, and I probably think either way this works out. I think either way, G2 is gonna make it, Legacy will make it, just because they're I'd say they're the eighth best team right now, hence wherever they're positioned at. But this is it. Let's go into the game and load these up and get it ready. All right, so I've made my picks. You see where I've got going on. I'm going to save them. And now I'm going to go to the playoff stage. If I get one more, oh, I cannot do it. I guess I'll have to wait 7 picks before the playoffs begin. Okay, so until then, let me update anymore, but I've got my pick saved. That'll do it. Let's check the shop. Price has gone up. That's a lot. Yeah, this is it. It's still expensive as hell. Let's go to the big sticker. Let's go to big gold. Yeah, it's dropped almost 1,000 tokens. Ooh, it's so cheap now. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll try to get a playoff video done after the playoffs run, of course. But until then, thank you for watching and have a good one.